Hello and welcome to the Miraculous Lightworkers channel, your go-to place for all things about Lightworkers and enlightenment. Today we're going to be reading from A Course in Miracles, Lesson 12 from the workbook. The statement that opens says, I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Number 1. The importance of this idea lies in the fact that it contains a correction for a major perceptual distortion. You think that what upsets you is a frightening world, or a sad world, or a violent world, or an insane world. All these attributes are given it by you. The world is meaningless in itself. These exercises are done with eyes open. We're moving into number 2 here. Look around you, this time quite slowly. Try to pace yourself so that the slow shifting of your glance from one thing to another involves a fairly constant time interval. Do not allow the time of the shift to become markedly longer or shorter, but try instead to keep a measured, even tempo throughout. What you see does not matter. You teach yourself this as you give whatever your glance rests on equal attention and equal time. This is a beginning step in learning to give them all equal value. Number 3, as you look about, say to yourself, I think I see a fearful world, a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a wicked world, a crazy world, and so on, using whatever description terms happen to occur to you. If terms which seem positive rather than negative occur to you, include them. For example, you might think of a good world or a satisfying world. If such terms occur to you, use them along with the rest. You may not yet understand why these nice adjectives all belong in these exercises, but remember that a good world implies a bad one, and a satisfying world implies an unsatisfying one. All terms which cross your mind are suitable subjects for today's exercises. Their seeming quality does not matter. 4. Be sure that you do not alter the time intervals between applying today's idea to what you think is pleasant and what you think is unpleasant. For the purpose of these exercises, there's no difference between them. At the end of the practice period, add, but I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. Number 5. What is meaningless is neither good nor bad. Why then should a meaningless world upset you? If you could accept the world as meaningless and let the truth be written upon it for you, it would make you indescribably happy. But because it is meaningless, you are impelled to write upon it what you would have it be. It is this you see in it. It is this that is meaningless in truth. Beneath your words is written the word of God. The truth upsets you now, but when your words have been erased, you will see His. That is the ultimate purpose of these exercises. Number 6, 3 or 4 times is enough for practicing the idea for today. Nor should the practice periods exceed a minute. You may find even this too long. Terminate the exercises whenever you experience a sense of strain. I'm not going to expound too much on this because this is a really abrasive idea, I think, for a lot of people to say, oh, I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. But I think it's really, it's powerful when you realize that you're trying to give it all the meaning it has. What God made is not meaningless, but what we are trying to overlay sort of on what God made creates a lot of static, creates a lot of confusion, a lot of frustration. And it's really important to understand that you're getting upset because your ego doesn't want to see it as meaningless. It wants to say, no, I gave it all the meaning that it has. And so therefore, because I gave it the meaning, it has to be meaningful. And it's not that there's no meaning in it. Don't mistake that. It comes down to you are trying to give it a lot of meaning, but God didn't create it that way. He didn't create a chaotic world. The ego did that. people's egos did that, and then want to blame God for not making things right that they have disrupted, you know? And so I think it's a really powerful thought to realize that we think we see something specific, but the more we move through this exercise, the more we realize how we are the solution to that. Some people don't want to accept their responsibility as the solution to that, but we are the solution to that. I assure you of that. We're creating it. We're perpetuating it. And then we look out and say, oh my goodness, look at this crazy world. Trying to somehow reconcile that with what God made. And when we start to see what God really made, that's when the switch turns on and we just, it's eyes wide open. All of a sudden, you're aware and you just go, wow, holy smokes. I finally see. Thank you for being here with me on the Miraculous Lightworkers channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think. And join us next time as we all come together to uplift, enlighten, and ascend. Bye now.